conversations with our queens from across the world. They are entertaining, educating with tons of passion. Welcome to the show, Queens Forever.
Wow, it's truly exciting to meet yet another beauty queen, and I'm truly excited to take you all the way to Nepal. As they say, a girl changing the world one rhinestone at a time. She who leaves a trail of glitter is never forgotten. It's time for us to introduce all you wondrous people to our beauty queen, Miss Universe Nepal 2020. And on behalf of River Comics, We International, and IndusTV, please join us in welcoming the supremely gorgeous, intelligent, and stunning Anshika Sharma. A whole lot of welcome to you, Anshika. How
Hi.
are you doing today?
Thank you for having me here, Simran. First of all, I'm doing great. I'm pretty excited for the interview. I've been waiting for this, looking forward to this for a long time.
Wonderful. Anshika, you've been such a brilliant achiever. We're all proud of you and your endeavors. So let's get started with, when did it first start? When did that spark come in your heart that you wanted to become a beauty queen?
Oh, it was always in my heart. I feel that you are, so when I was a teen, like in my early teens, I always wanted to participate in a beauty pageant, and Miss Universe, to be very specific. So at that time, when I was 13, 14, there was no franchise of Miss Universe in Nepal. But for some reason, I always visualized myself walking on the stage of Miss Universe, answering the questions, interacting with the judges and everything. But finally, in 2017, the franchise came to Nepal, and that's when I had the concrete plan of going to Miss Universe. And in 2020, I joined the pageant, won, and I'm so proud that I could represent my country at such an international level.
This is unbelievable. You've been dreaming of this since a couple of years. And why is it that you were just looking forward to the Miss Universe title? Of course, it's the biggest one for sure.
Yeah.
What's really important about Miss Universe, or why were you so keen about Miss Universe?
So at the beginning, I was very fascinated because of obviously the glamours. I used to watch it as an audience, and I was to look at those beauty queens who were, amazing at the stage. And I also wanted to be the same person. But as I realized what Miss Universe is, I became more passionate about it. For me, it's a very tough competition. It's Miss Universe is the biggest pageant in the world, and for me to be on that stage, I need to work hard. So I wanted to put myself in that space where I had to work hard. I had to, be the go-getter to be on that stage. So that's why I, always thought of going to Miss Universe, because I wanted to come out of my comfort zone. I wanted to grow myself personally and also grow my charity work. So that's why that's when the fire ignited.
Lovely. So Anshika, let me tell you, the fact that you've already been an achiever and won laurels for the country, we also think it's all about the glamour. So do you think it's more than glamour? What else gets into besides hard work to be a part of the pageantry and to actually win the crown? What else gets into it?
Well, if we look at it in a surface level, it might come out as something that is glamorous, and it might come out as a production or event. But for me, as a beauty queen who have gone through the progressive journey of being on the stage, for me it's more about glamour. It's more about hard work. For me, it's all about heart, how good your heart is, and what is your purpose of coming to such a platform, and what message that you want to put across to the world to listen. So that's more important to me, and I feel that a lot of people should acknowledge that beauty queens are not just about physical beauty. It's also about what purpose you're carrying, and how you want to make the world a better place.
To win the biggest title in the world and to represent your country is, of course, a very, very prestigious aspect. We're going to ask Anshika right about her journey and how long did she take to prepare to truly win the crown of Miss Universe Nepal 2020, but right after this super short commercial break. Throughout the break, I was constantly thinking, Anshika, how did you really make it? So, what, according to you, really goes into the making of a queen? How long do you think? Should it be 6 months, 1 year, 2 years of practice, or is it a constant practice? Is it your inner beauty? How does all the attributes come into you before you enter the pageant?
So before entering the national pageant, as I said, I was very passionate about it, and I've been thinking about going to Miss Universe for over a decade. So it definitely, my preparation definitely was for 10 years. It was about how I would want to groom myself in terms of, how I want to present to people, my communication skills, my advocacy. So that was there. I prepared myself before going to the national pageant. But after I won Miss Universe Nepal, I had the entourage of people helping me. So I had a team, and equally passionate about Miss Universe, and they helped me to groom myself to, from littlest of the things like what I have to wear to how I speak. So they really helped me to groom myself, and I give the credit. Obviously, I give credit to my hard work, but also I give credit to my team's hard work. So to become a queen, I think it's not just about, how you are as a person, but how well you are groomed as well. So that's important.
Wow, I think this is really brilliant, and something got to do with in-depth, experience that you have. I think this is phenomenal what you spoke about. It's also the teamwork which really gets into this. So I'm going to ask you to share with everyone few grooming tips which truly made you stand out and got that factor into you. As you always say, you need to have that factor, because everyone gets the grooming tips. Everyone is really
Right.
learning a team, but still it is that factor. So what do you think you'd like to share with our lovely viewers of the grooming tips that you received which changed you and changed your persona as well?
So grooming is there, obviously. I am not someone who would style myself or who would do my hair and makeup. I definitely received these kinds of grooming. I am an introvert, and I wouldn't come out and speak to people in public. I received communication skills training as well. That's there, but the factor that you're talking about, I think that comes when you enjoy the whole process. Because when on stage, if people see that you're having fun and you're enjoying, you would come out as a person who is very confident. And once you're confident, I think there's no stopping, and that's when you stand out. So
Wow.
confidence is so much important, and that is what you get only when you're enjoying the process.
That is lovely, and your smile and your confidence says it all. Truly, truly, absolutely thrilled to hear from you. Did you ever face any challenge since you were planning since a couple of years and you were dreaming and you had the vision to wear the crown? What are the challenges you faced at the time of the pageant?
One of the most difficult challenge for me was participating in two beauty pageants during the pandemic. So I was living in Sydney in 2020, and to participate in the national pageant Miss Universe Nepal, I had to travel during the pandemic. And for someone who is living in Sydney and coming to a place at that point of time, Nepal was a hot, it was a red zone for COVID. My family, two of my family members got COVID positive, and coming to the same home, sharing the same space with them. And after 10 days going to Miss Universe Nepal to compete was so much of difficult, choice for me to make. So that was for national pageant, and also for international pageant. I only got my visa one day prior to my flight. So it was, I was so scared that I wouldn't get my visa. I have done so much. I have done 4 months of training. If I don't have the visa, then what's the point, And it was not just for me, it was for the whole team. The whole team had worked so hard. And just because of one thing, because of the pandemic, that I couldn't get the visa, then what was the point of working so hard for whole 4 months? So that was the biggest challenge for me.
This is unbelievable. So tell us, the moment you got the visa and then, you were with all the lovely contestants, co-contestants from across the world, what was the first feeling you got in your mind, in your heart? How did it feel to be around all the beauty queens of the world?
Well, it's overwhelming, I would say, because I haven't been in a room full of such amazing, gorgeous ladies who have achieved so much in their lives, who are doing so well in their respective fields in their respective countries, and getting to know these amazing women and getting to talk to them, getting to know about their culture, their language, their countries was so overwhelming. And at the same time, I felt very grateful because I think only few girls would get the chance to experience that, and I was one of those few. So I felt grateful, and I felt the need of representing my country in the best possible way, because I was the only Nepalese there in the room, and I was there to showcase my country. So every time I talked to any delegate from other countries, I would share everything and anything about Nepal, about myself being a Nepali. So it was quite fun, overwhelming at the same time.
We've only heard and read about the paparazzi talking about the fights and the quarrels you have with the beauty queens. Did you experience anything of that sort? Just, we like to know for knowledge's sake, that people across the world would like to know, this is the biggest pageant. Does it really happen? Or is it all very chilled out? Is it all very cool? You're all, gelling very well as friends. What is the truth? Tell us that.
So I think we are the women who are we all are like-minded people, and we all bring so much of positivity and radiate this amazing aura from all of us. And when we all are in the room together, we have this very good energy going on, so we gel together quite well. And regarding the paparazzi, I think that was the first time I experienced while at Miss Universe, because we had to walk through the hallway to move from one location to another, and there would be people with cameras, clicking our pictures, calling our names, going live from Instagram, Facebook. And it was quite, nice. It was a nice feeling to walk on the hallway and say, wave to people. And it was amazing. So it was the first time to experience all those. So I was happy.
Wow, what a beautiful feeling. And now, of course, we're going to come to your crowning moment of Miss Universe Nepal 2020. I want you to feel nostalgic, though it's pretty recent. Tell us, how did it feel when your name was announced? And Miss Universe Nepal 2020 is Anshika Sharma. Tell us about that moment.
Well, it feels like it happened long time ago, but it only happened recently. It was like 6 months ago. I felt very proud of myself, because there was a lot of risk that I had to take, a lot of hard work went through, and I felt proud because I took the decision to take part in Miss Universe Nepal, such a big pageant. If not for that decision, I would not be here. So I was grateful to myself. I was proud of myself. I recalled all those moments of hard work, all the support that I got from my family, from my friends, and from my well-wishers. So I was grateful and proud at that moment.
Interesting to know more about the lovely journey of Anshika Sharma. I know you are pretty much excited as much as me, but right after the super short commercial break. See you guys soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for We International Founder, President, Chairman, Mr. Bharat Goradia, Bollywood star. Mr. Bharat Goradia with legendary singers from Indian music industry. He believes in spreading smiles over everyone's faces. Sports champion. The Dada Saheb Phalke Award and Bharat ever Pride of India award winner Mr. Bharat Goradia has been innumerably awarded across the globe for his outstanding work in the field of promoting Indian arts and culture all over the world.
The biggest pageant in the universe, Miss Universe Nepal 2020, is here with us in our show, Queens Forever. So, Anshika, please tell us about something really interesting that happened, has been stuck to your heart, and you will never ever forget the most memorable moment at the time of Miss Universe 2020.
I feel that the most memorable part of my journey in Miss Universe was making connections with people, making good networks, because right now I have sister in every part of the world. So if I travel to a country, I have someone to call and say, pick me from airport and let's go out, hang out. So I think that's an amazing, experience to have. Also being able to connect with Miss Universe organization, such a big organization in the universe, and keeping that network is also important to me. Apart from that, I think being a Miss Universe Nepal, I also get to meet a lot of people here and there, and I have a good reach of network. If I need anything, or if I need to excel in my life, and if I need people who would help, I know whom I should contact. So that is so much precious to me, the network that I built, the connections that I've made. So that's the best memory of my whole journey.
I'm going to ask you, this is a time that you've been really planning since a couple of years now. How do you really balance your life? Has got to do with studies, with the kind of work that you do, the philanthropic work you do for the pageant, and at the same time, really giving in your heart and soul. How do you really manage all of that?
I feel like I'm a kind of person who do not believe that I am bounded or I'm in a bubble. There is no limit to the things that I can do as a woman, as a beauty queen. So and everything that I do, I'm very passionate about it. So that helps to balance everything: my personal life, my professional life, my charity work. So it's going good now. I think it's all because I'm very passionate about everything that I do.
Interesting. Of course, as we always know, it's always about the inner beauty as well, as much as the outer beauty. We're going to come towards the last aspect, Anshika, and we also have a surprise for you after that. So, Anshika, this is the rapid fire round. So let's get started.
Sure, I'm excited for this.
Your best friend at Miss Universe 2020, from which country was she?
Oh, there are a lot. I became friends with a lot of beauty queens, and I made friends with Miss Australia, Miss Philippines, Miss Romania, Miss Laos. There are a lot, but these few people were very close to me.
Your favorite food that you had to give up on simply because you were a part of the pageant. Is there anything like this?
Okay, this is funny. So I am a person who likes soda. During the pageant preparation, I did not go through a very strict diet, but I started eating healthy. And one thing that I had to give up was Coke. So on May 16th, the pageant ended. On May 17th, I went to a restaurant with my team. The first thing that I ordered from the menu was Coke. So it's funny.
But it's so interesting, that you realize you have the power within you to give up everything and anything. You're really headstrong. Really nice. The toughest round for yourself at the Miss Universe pageant, according to you?
So I wouldn't say the finale was tough. I would say pre-finale was tough. So we were there for 10 days, and every day we had to wake up at 5 and sleep at 1. So we got like 4 hours of sleep. So we always sleep deprived, and that was so tough. And getting up next day and with the same energy, or maybe with much more greater energy than yesterday. So it was quite tough for me.
Do you ever imagine, just 4 hours of sleep, how does it all happen? But days just pass by. Would you like to say something about that? Did you ever realize that you were only sleeping for 4 hours?
I would realize the next morning, but I would tell myself that this is what I've been dreaming of, and not being able to sleep is nothing in front of, living my dreams. So I was dreaming with my eyes opened, but I was still dreaming. So that was something that was going on my head.
Absolutely amazing. And of course, I'm going to really tell each and every one of you that, look, this is the energy, this is the power one gets. What was, for you, what was the easiest round at the pageant?
I am someone who likes camera, to be in front of camera. So for me, I think the easiest round was anything to do with being in front of camera, be it my runway walk or interview, or just like simple things like photo shoots or video shoots. So that was quite easy for me.
Your favorite color for the evening gown round?
I like yellow. I wanted it to be yellow for my evening gown, but we weren't sure how the lighting would be. And if it is a colorful dress and the lighting is not good, it wouldn't look nice on camera or on stage. So we stick to a very safe color, that is gold. So I wore gold for my evening gown.
What are the 3 attributes you think one needs to possess in order to win the crown?
I feel that we all are different. So I think you need to have that authenticity of who you are. That's
Wow.
number one, for sure. Others would be confidence. And when you are authentic and when you're true to yourself, the confidence comes out naturally. And other would be a grateful heart, because as I said earlier, not many women would get to represent their country at such a big platform. And you getting to be on that stage, it is very gratifying. So we must be grateful to be on this stage.
Anshika, if you had to go, I by the way, loved your answer, the 3 attributes. I think they're very, very important, very heart-touching answer. Anshika, if you had to go on a very romantic date with any of your favorite star, could be from across the world, anywhere, any country, or could be any celebrity, who would you go with and why?
Ooh, Elon Musk, because he's a hot topic right now. Yeah, I would go on a date. I would be honored to go on a date with him.
And why would you like to go with him? Are you a big fan of his, or what is it?
I am a big fan of his work and his creativity. I think he has contributed a lot in the technological field of this world. And people say that he's from future. So I would want to also, talk to him and know how he thinks, how he comes up with ideas, and really be inspired from him.
Sure. What are the 3 most important makeup tips you like to give our viewers, to dress up really quick?
Okay, so the one most important thing that you need to know for makeup is how is your face structure, because not every type of makeup goes in your face structure. So you need to understand what goes well. So for me, I love it when I have blush like a rose on. So I make sure that I keep blush and mascara, and having a proper base is important. Having by proper base, I mean good moisturizer, good foundation, good primer. So that's important.
Brilliant. I think you spoke it all, and you are naturally beautiful. Pretty much interesting. Here is my last question, and then we have a surprise for you. I want to know which has been your favorite story or your favorite comic, during your growing up years, something that you really love to read all the time.
Growing up, I did not read any books. I was so studious that I would only read the course books. But later in my life, I have been reading a lot of self-help books, like how to, like books on leadership, books on effective communication, public speaking. So I've been reading all those kind of books. And I wouldn't read any novels or, horror stories or sci-fi books, but I would always go for self-help books.
So here we have, with a brilliant vision, She truly conquered hearts from across the world. And it's time for us to welcome our #1 promoter of art and culture, who's put up at the United States. May we please welcome the dashing gentleman, Mr. Bharat Goradia.
Hi, Anshika.
Bharatji.
Very fine. How are you?
I am very good. How are you doing?
Absolutely fine. After seeing your beautiful smile and title, says it's wonderful. Any male would love to see a young beauty with a title or a face around her.
Oh,
So it's a pleasure. On behalf of our sponsor, River Comics and We International, it is my great pleasure and privilege to welcome you on one of the most outstanding talk show, Queens Forever. A very hearty welcome to you, Anshika. Anshika, I just would like to ask you a very simple question. Do you believe that once a queen, queen forever?
Absolutely. I feel like, we all have something special within us. And some people realize that, some people don't. Being a title holder, being a beauty queen, we realize that we have something special within us and we have so much capability to contribute, not just for our personal growth, but also for the benefit of others. And once we are title holder, we never stop, we never look back, we just go, we are focused to achieving things for ourselves and for others as well. So absolutely, when once a queen, always a queen.
Oh, very nice, very nice. What a wonderful, what an amazing, outstanding reply you have given. We are all are very, very proud of you. Once again, on behalf of our sponsor, River Comics and We International, thank you so very much for sparing your valuable time, sharing your experiences and giving us the wonderful tips to all the young girls who wants to contest and win the title like what you have. So thank you very much once again, and wishing you all the very best in all your forthcoming projects. Wishing you all the best to see more and more titles in your bag, like Miss World and Miss Universe and Miss Globe. So do remember us, and we will be the first one to join you when you get this title. Thank you so very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much. I also want to take some moment to thank, obviously, you, Bharatji, Simranji, and IndusTV, and also the sponsor, Reverse Comic, for inviting me here. I had such a great time talking to you all, being here. And yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much.
What an inspirational journey. Well, world, let me tell you this. I am completely mesmerized by every single word mentioned by Anshika Sharma. Let me tell you, it really takes a lot, and especially when she has a vision of 10 years, here she is, a beautiful queen, Miss Universe Nepal 2020. Look forward to meeting you in our next episode, where we'll take you to yet another country, and the beauty queen shall come at your doorstep. Till then, be the best version of yourself and be inspired by Anshika Sharma. Thank you, guys. Love you all. Take care and God bless.